Now, what does the UN say needs to be done to meet the needs of these refugees and returnees?
Well, first of all, the numbers are huge. 500,000 Sudanese and South Sudanese have crossed to South Sudan since the fighting began in mid-April. Just in the last 3 weeks, OCHA says that 50,000 people have crossed and thousands more are reported to be waiting at the border trying to cross into South Sudan. So humanitarians are having a hard time reaching some people in Sudan, of course, because of the fighting. So I think the first and foremost, what humanitarians are asking for is a stop to the fighting. I mean, this is what will end the crisis. And beyond that, they need money, especially to finance the transit centers, because they're helping people helping to transport people who are trying to go to South Sudan. Last year, the UN appealed for over $2.5 billion for the Sudan humanitarian response. They only received $1 billion. And they do need a lot of this money, like I said, for the transport. And some of that is by river and by plane and by bus.
Margaret, we've heard about, looting of humanitarian aid in parts of Sudan. But what are some of the challenges facing the returnees that are still stuck at the border of Sudan and South Sudan?
Well, in addition to basic survival needs, food, water, shelter, fuel, there are security challenges. We have seen reports from humanitarians where civilians have told them about being robbed on the road to the border, women raped. In some cases, there have been reports of people killed. So it's a dangerous journey. And last month, 2 refugees were killed in a UNHCR convoy. They were moving them to a transit site, and armed men attacked the UN convoy. So civilians and aid workers are at risk. And as I mentioned, they're moving people by boat, particularly from Rank to Malakal, and they're moving along the White Nile. And last month, the International Organization for Migration said one of their boats started taking on water in rough seas on the river. It was windy and the boat became leaky. So there are dangers involved in this sort of transportation.